Welcome to Pierce College for this afternoon's 2A volleyball action, where we have the Red Devils of East Valley of Yakima coming in with the red uniforms on the far court to face off with the Tumwater Thunderbirds. And the Thunderbirds are undefeated at 17-0. Pretty good record of East Valley as they come in with a 14-3 mark. Earlier action in the tournament, West Valley of Yakima, as compared to East Valley in this contest, defeated Capital 3-1 to move on to the to a face-off with Burlington Edison. And that's at 6:30 this evening. So the opening serve is returned and then hit deep. Tumwater, they get the initial score. Effective kill. Hannah Hansen, a middle hitter, a senior, 6'2". Undefeated Evergreen with the first score. They're up 1-0. Great save, but apparently the return was taken with a foot on the sideline, so Evergreen with a second point. East Valley looking to get on the scoreboard, and they do. They do, because that hit long by the Thunderbirds. Well, they gave that one to the Thunderbirds. So 3-0. The Red Devils looking to get on the scoreboard. And they do trail 4-0 at this point. So already the advantage to the Thunderbirds with the big hitting up front. East Valley having a hard time countering that as they drop to a 5-0 deficit. Kayleen Glasgow serving for the Thunderbirds. Into the net. So finally on the board are the Red Devils. And they'll open up service. Macy Byerly back there in the corner. Now Tumwater gets to play defense off the serve for the first time this afternoon. Official at the net talking to the scorer's table. That's the holdup. We don't know why, of course. Nice easy serve returned by Tumwater. Both teams competing at the net. And into the net. A violation against the Red Devils. It looked like Bianca Sanchez was in the net. She's a 5'8" sophomore. As you just scan the rosters, as that serve is not returned on the Tumwater squad, 9 seniors, and the Red Devils 2 on the roster. So, of course, with young athletes, the relative experience will likely be evident, and that's what might be what we're seeing here is another score for the Red Devils as they trail 7-2. They come up with service, Samantha McCrum. Nice setup, but it's blocked at the net and out of bounds. Macy Byerly with the block, but it went out of bounds, so another point for Tumwater. Hannah Hernandez with the serve. Kayleen Glasgow with the save. And a point picked up by the Red Devils. They get the serve back and they trail 8-3. This game will go to 25. Jordan Schultes with the serve, and she returns that hit. Nice dig at the net. That was by Kaylee Sampson. Long volley here, probably the longest one of the game so far. And a lift violation, and the point goes to the Thunderbirds. So serving for Tumwater, Courtney Bowen. And that service results in a point. Bonnie Robertson, a middle hitter, was in the mix there for the Red Devils, but couldn't get it over the net, and a timeout is called by East Valley of Yakima as they trail 10-3 in the opening game of this match. On the other court, there's two games going on, two matches going on simultaneously here. And Anna Cordes is facing off with Fife. Other results today. West Valley of Yakima defeated Capital 3-1. Burlington Edison over Sumner 3-1. And tomorrow, West Valley of Yakima will confront Burlington Edison. So as we get back to the action, Courtney Bowen serving. The Red Devils return it, but hit a little bit too long. Up, it was tipped. It was tipped and hit long, so that point to the Red Devils. Allie Eckert serving. J.C. Watson with the dig, keeps it in play. Back to the Red Devils. Thunderbirds are undefeated with a hefty advantage in game one. Carly Sampson with the block at the net, but didn't result in a score. Another long volley. And a hit by the Thunderbirds into the net. That was Sampson. That attempted the big hit, but didn't work. Eckert again with the serve, trailing 10-5. And there's an ace for you. So it looked pretty grim a few minutes ago. It was 10-3, and the Red Devils getting some confidence. An ace will do that for you. J.C. Watson returns that one. And it's attacking the net is Bianca Sanchez. It was blocked but out of bounds by Tumwater. So a 3-point deficit being chipped away by the Red Devils. They're down 10-7 in game one. And that save is out of bounds. A diving attempt by Bianca Sanchez. You see that a lot in volleyball. No one seems to care about their body, especially the defensive players. So there's an ace scored by the Thunderbirds as they push their lead back up to 5. And just throwing stuff at you, sorry. Thunderbirds. They hit it a bit too far. And now we have a 12-8 lead by Tumwater. Tana Otten, the coach of the Thunderbirds. big hit, but that was saved by the Red Devils. J.C. Watson really wound up and nailed that one. They set her up again, but this time she taps a soft one and still didn't score, but the Red Devils pick up the point. Twelve to 9. Red Devils with the serve. They have not led in this game. The seniors had the poise and got off to a better start for Evergreen as they pushed the lead to, well, that was at that point given to the Red Devils. So this is the closest the Red Devils have been after trailing by 2 in the beginning. They've closed the gap to a 2-point lead, 12 to 10. Okay, the serve, Bianca Sanchez. And the Thunderbirds set up J.C. Brunn, and the middle hitter, the senior, nails it. It makes it a 13 to 10 advantage for Tumwater. Darcy Decker, the head coach of the Red Devils. Trying to get that lead cut back to 2, but instead it's going to be expanded to 4 as the point scored by J.C. Watson. Mackenzie Brown on the front line for the Thunderbirds, along with Hannah Hansen and J.C. Watson. Over the top, Hansen. It's a 15 to 10 lead for the Thunderbirds. Casey Anker, Sherry Mertens, and Sydney Reed, the coaching staff, the assistant coaching staff of Tumwater. And the point to the Red Devils. Maddie Gamache with the score, a senior. One of the 2 seniors on the team from the Yakima squad. Ashley Bailey, the other senior at the libero position, libero. Multiple pronunciations there. 16 to 11. New server comes on the court for the Thunderbirds, Kayleen Glasgow. Mackenzie Bowen gets a minute to rest on the substitution. And that hit just a little bit too far. So 17 to 11, the advantage. Thunderbirds on top. They've led the entire game. 17 to 12 as the Red Devils attack the net, and it couldn't be defensed by the Thunderbirds. Game will go to 25 points. As you can see, we're rally scoring, which means you don't have to be serving to score. Courtney Brown scores the point. Macy Byerly was there, but it was a very effective kill. Hard to play defensive against that kind of power. J.C. Watson with the serve. We had a couple of long volleys here today. There's a save. Bianca Sanchez. But the point does go to the Thunderbirds. And we got a timeout taken by the Red Devils. So they've taken 2 timeouts so far in the first game, and it's 19-12. Thunderbirds, who come into the match undefeated, 17-0, and the Red Devils out of East Valley, Yakima, 14-3 their record. We did discuss that West Valley of Yakima and Burlington Edison have both victored in their first matches, sending Capital and Sumner to the consolation bracket. Also winning at the last set of games. Washington defeated Seaholm, and Sela defeated White River. Washington a 3-1 victor, and Sela a 3-0 victor. Back on the court, the Thunderbirds have service. They lead 19-12. Set up and the score. Macy Byerly with the set, and Bonnie Robertson finishes. So they'll be serving it up, the Red Devils, down by 6, 19-13. It's like an official timeout, and the ball was lacking integrity or something. They took the ball out of play and handed it off to the scorer's table. In the net violation. That goes against the Red Devils, so they trail by 7. Hannah Hernandez with the serve. The liberos playing, hitting to each other. That was returned by Ashley Bailey, and then the Red Devils did capitalize. Trailing by 6 still, 20-14. They got the lead down to 2 points a couple of moments ago. And the Red Devils prevail in the volley. Jordan Schultes, the server. A 6-foot sophomore. Great experience for a young person to be in the playoffs like this. Nicely saved by C.J. Brunn, as was near the bench. But the point back to the Thunderbirds. Maddie Gamache on that front line for the Red Devils. Wow, what a hit into the corner. And the Thunderbirds showing why they got some excellent hitting. Great block, Maddie Gamache. Defends the hit by Carly Sampson. Six-point advantage, Tumwater. Now they get it done with Mackenzie Bowen. Sampson will serve from the other side of the court this time. And the Red Devils with Maddie Gamache close the gap to 6 points. She's at 5'9", can really hit. She is a senior, Gamache is. Nice setup for a power hit, effectively deflected by the Red Devils. That was Macy Byerly with the block. Rally continues, and there's a big hit by Gamache. She can really bring the velocity. Bianca Sanchez. She serves. And a big hit blocked by the Red Devils. Bring it up a little bit. And that will be point Thunderbirds. Can you raise the volume a little bit? Thunderbirds serving. And the Red Devils had an opportunity but couldn't pull it off. Samantha McCrum was unable to get it over the net, and it's a game one victory for the Thunderbirds, 25-12. So the teams will switch sides. And so, you know, in the first round, that's the whole reason you work hard during the season to try to get that undefeated record or as few losses as possible so you can have a favorable matchup in the tournament. And that's what the Thunderbirds have had in the first game. They were able to come up victorious 25-13. 20. What?
Bottom left corner. I don't know why they keep changing that, but it was 25-18. I had 20.
Oh, okay. 25-18 was the final. Anyway, the Thunderbirds did perform as expected. They had some heavier hitting, and they've got the contingent of seniors, as we discussed, which will make a difference in any sport, and volleyball no different. Just the level. That's what makes high school sports so interesting, and to the same degree college, and that is because you have 4 years where people move through the program, and it really puts the emphasis on coaching. You get into these professional sports, and players can stick around for literally decades. And you know the amount of coaching that's goes on there is greatly reduced. Certainly, there's a whole bunch of coaching going on in college as well, and you got the same situation there as people move through the program. So a big emphasis on coaching in these amateur levels, high school and college. So 1 game advantage for the Thunderbirds as we switch courts. Bianca Sanchez, Maddie Gamache, and Macy Byerly, the backcourt, back line for the Red Devils. Front line, Bonnie Robertson, Jordan Schultes, and also Samantha McCrum. For the Thunderbirds on the court, Mackenzie Brown, she's number 5 on the far left in the back there. Hannah Hernandez, the libero in the center, number 21. You can also see the front line over there on the upper right. So Byerly with the serve, and coming back in the same fashion with the big hits are the Thunderbirds, and they score the first point of game 2. Mackenzie Bowen. She's up front with J.C. Watson. And Courtney Bowen, the sisters. So that point goes to the Thunderbirds. And the winner of this game will play the winner of the Anacortes Fife contest happening on the other court here at Pierce College. And the point goes to the Red Devils. So they get their service back in order with Samantha McCrum. Hey, there's an ace. Got a little help from the net. Changed the trajectory of the ball, and even though a diving attempt not successful by the Thunderbirds, and we get another shot back there. That's Kayleen Glasgow. And another point. And the Red Devils down by 1, 3-2. Another nice serve by McCrum. Going for that back left corner. And that one hit a little bit long. That ties it up. So that was the first lead the Red Devils have had as they went down in defeat in game 1, 25-18. They call that the roof with the block. Hannah Hansen. You'll hear the crowd hooting out there. They're typically saying roof. So 4-3 Thunderbirds. Kylie Bishop with the serve. Returned by Ailey Bashley. See if they can return. They salvage that volley. Libero picks it off. That's Bailey, Ashley Bailey. Long volley. And a big hit, some power shown there. Excellent setup. Carly Sampson. These frontline hitters, I mean, even as an amateur, hardly even amateur volleyball player, it's just fun to get a perfect setup and see if you can hit it. Of course, these young women are quite good. When they get an opportunity, they're usually not going to miss. And there's some style for the Red Devils, a fake of a big hit and another player hitting it. But then the Thunderbirds come up with a point. They widen their margin by 3. They lead game 2, 6-3. And the Red Devils return service. And it's hit off the side of the hand of Kayleen Glasgow. So that miss racks up a point for the Red Devils. Their assistant coaching staff, Ashley Ingram and Marty McCallum. Susan Cullen as well. The head coach, Darcy Decker. Serve into the net. So 7-4, the point over to the Thunderbirds. Tana Otten, their head coach. Casey Anker, Sherry Mertens, and Sydney Reed, the assistant coaching staff. And there's an ace, Hannah Hernandez. It was not effectively returned. It was perfectly placed. Shelby Schreier, a 5'9" freshman, seeing some action, just substitutes for the Red Devils. She's number 15 right in front of us. Red Devils get the setup, but they hit it long. They hit it long. Bonnie Robertson at 5'10". Nope, it wasn't long. They gave her the point. By mistake, 8-5. So trailing by 3, Allie Eckert with the serve.
And the point scored by the Thunderbirds. That's number 1, Carly Sampson scores. Sampson pictured in the center there in green as they play a little misdirection right before the serve to confuse their opponent.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to
But the point, it didn't confuse the Red Devils as they come up with the score. Trailing by 3, they're holding their own in this game. They got off to a really lopsided start in the first game. Number 5, Mercedes Gonzalez in to serve for the Red Devils. She does. And there's a power shot right there. Carly Sampson down the line, number 1 out of the Thunderbirds. Widens the lead of Tumwater to 10-6.
And now let's meet the players and coaches of this afternoon's.
So the serve goes back to the Thunderbirds. Carly Sampson, number 1, way back there. She delivers an accurate serve. They set up one of their front line players, but she just taps it over. That was number 7, J.C. Watson. So point Thunderbirds and a timeout on the floor, 11-6. And the Thunderbirds with the lead in game 2 as they lead the match 1-0. They won game 1, 25-18. So the big difference in this game is hitting, power hitting. Actually, the biggest difference in this game is got to be the difference in seniority, let's call it, with 9 seniors to 2. I mean, that's not a game stat, but that's probably why the Thunderbirds got off to a big advantage in game 1 and just and the composure was finally. Or I'm sure the Red Devils had plenty of composure, but it just seemed like it took them that long, up to about an 8-point deficit to really get their game on. Right now they trail by 5 in game 2. So they've been much more competitive in game 2 as that serve into the net by J.C. Watson scores the point for the Red Devils. And they'll be serving with Ashley Bailey trailing 11-7 in game 2. There's a big hit over the middle, and that was number 11, Macy Byerly. You can see the expression on her face. She really liked that. And, you know, she seemed to be a little off balance leaning back and barely got it over the top of the net. That was a real line drive. Hard to react on the defense there. But tit for tat, as they say, down the line the other way, number 7, J.C. Watson of the Thunderbirds. So, yeah, you can serve, you can hit hard, but we can too, was what just happened there. 12-8, and there's an ace to make it 13-8. Tumwater. Kylie Bishop with the ace. She's serving way in the back there. Samantha McCrum with the dig. And the point goes to the Red Devils. Samantha McCrum on the front line. Jordan Schultes, number 6. And number 3, Bonnie Robertson, team in red. And that was hit a bit long. So, as we talked about during the timeout there, the game is a bit more competitive here in game 2. And that's why the Thunderbirds have the advantage coming into the tournament as they score a point to take a 14-10 lead off the missed serve or the errant serve. you go for that undefeated record so you can come in and take advantage in the first game. That can make a big difference in going all the way in a state tournament as they lead 1-0, leading game 2 by 4. And there's a hit, but it's out of bounds. So the Red Devils give up a point. Back to a 5-point advantage for the Thunderbirds. This time the server is Mackenzie Brown, number 5. Ashley Bailey, the libero, with that last hit, number 2, but they can't get it over the net, and the Thunderbirds push their lead to 6 points, 16-10. Thunderbirds just playing their game, get it to their front line and let them hit. But the point to the Red Devils on that one. So Red Devils hanging around. They lost by 7 points in the first game. They're down by 5, 16-10. This is game 2. And the hit by number 6, Hannah Hansen. Towering blonde right in front of the net, wearing a green jersey. Thunderbirds in green. The Red Devils, yes, in red. Jordan Schultes trying to convert a point there. It came right back at her on the block. And there's the cross hitter, Hannah Hansen. So big hits coming from Hannah Hansen. She steps back to the service line. J.C. Watson serving. And a timeout. 18-11. And that's the Thunderbirds with the lead in game 2.
Do we know who's leading over here?
5-4-5.
Do we know what game scores or anything? Okay. So currently, Anna Cordes and Fife, they're competing on the next court. Mark Morris and Colville. And Steilacoom and Squim will be up at 4:30. Well, the first game won by Evergreen by 7. That's the differential in game 2. It's 18-11. Evergreen with a long serve. A double hit called against the Red Devils. Shelby Schreier, number 15, right below us, the last person to touch it for the Red Devils. And the Red Devils pick up a point to bring it back to 19-12. They still trail by 7. That's Jordan Schultes, number 6, with service right down the middle, just over the net. That's actually a perfect serve. I mean, you'd never, well, I don't know. I guess if you're really good, you might aim for the top of the net, but that's going to change the speed and really give the defense a hard time. It was an excellently placed serve. At that time is where top of the net will not do you well. So back to a 7-point advantage for Evergreen as they lead game 2, 20-13. Hannah Hernandez with the serve. Only 3 hits. You got 3 hits. And man, that was a big hit coming back the other way. Yeah, Carly Sampson, number 1 of Tumwater, needed 1 hit there. 5'7". She gets up in the air pretty efficiently. She had pretty good elevation on that hit.
There's a service ace for Tumwater. Hannah Hernandez serving. She'd like to repeat that last performance. It's an 8-point game, 22-13. Thunderbirds in green. And the hit is wide. So the point to East Valley. Out of Yakima, there's an East Valley of Spokane, but this is East Valley of Yakima, the duly important 2A school. Not to be confused with the team from the Far East there. Kept in play by Tumwater. They are an excellent team, but Maddie Gamache picks up a point with a big hit down the middle. Gamache, number 14, standing in the middle there by the net, along with Byerly, number 11. Jordan Solt, Samantha McCrum, number 9 there to the left. Allie Eckert with the serve, and a big hit coming on the way back, but just a bit long. So they do have the hitting advantage. The Thunderbirds do, and that'll get you some wins as they come in undefeated, 17 to no losses. But a last-minute surge as this game to 25 points. It's currently 22-17, and another point racked up by the Red Devils. And that serve a bit long, so service and the point to the Thunderbirds. Looks like Courtney Bowen will serve. She's the older of the two Bowens, a 5'7" senior. That serve in the net, 23-18. So yeah, you gotta hope for a run, or not hope. You gotta make a run happen here. You don't want to go down 2-0 to an undefeated team. That'd be right where they want you. So the Red Devils looking to keep this one in play, and here's a hit set up, and it is saved by Tumwater, kept in play, and that one is hit long by the Red Devils. An excellent volley there, very entertaining. Maddie Gamache could not bring it within play. This is game point, and there you go. There you go. So it's two games at 25-18. And that gives a 2-0 advantage. First two sets taken by the Thunderbirds, both at 25-18.
My family and I were enjoying a big vacation in Tahoe. After a great day on the mountain, our car wouldn't start. I got a jump, but it kept dying. Everyone in town said, "Go to Les Schwab." When I pulled up, George delivered. He quickly tested the battery and confirmed it was a goner. While he installed a new one, I finally got my first relaxation of the vacation. It's nice to be treated like a neighbor so far from home. I'm Clay Gilman, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
So the Tumwater Thunderbirds. Can you jack up my volume a little bit? With a 2-set advantage. Do I have the wrong microphone? So we're back in action here with the Tumwater Thunderbirds with a 2-0 advantage over the East Valley of Yakima Red Devils. So we head on into the third set. Thunderbirds with their opponent right where they want them, no doubt. Down 2-0. Thunderbird players all loose and having a good time out there. I'm sure the Red Devils are having a great time too, but just being up leading with a commanding lead will lift your spirits, and they've been here before. I'm sure the Thunderbirds would never like to lose. It always seems to help a team to have one loss under their belt, just so they know how painful that can be. Tumwater hasn't been in that position this season as they're 17-0. Glasgow with the serve, and that is an ace. McCrum could not handle it. It was an effective serve. Red Devils come with service, with a hit, excuse me. But the Thunderbirds keep it rolling as they lead 2-0 in this set. That serve towards the back line, and the Red Devils coming up with a big hit by Hannah Hansen, but the Thunderbirds were able to handle it and keep it in play. Here's another long volley. We've had a few of these here this afternoon. And the T-Birds could not keep it above the net. So a valiant attempt there to keep it in play as it went out of bounds, and it was chased out there by Courtney Bowen, number 12. So 2-1 as service goes to the Red Devils. And that's hit long. So Macy Byerly, she's serving, and the Red Devils were able to tie it up here in set number 3. Okay, well, it hit the antenna, so that's that unusual signal, and that's out of bounds. So the point back to the Thunderbirds as they lead set 3, 3-2. They set up, and it goes a bit long. So another big hit, but just a little bit too long, and that's just there. That's in the wheelhouse of big hitters, is that back line. And I mean, that's where you get the most velocity. And of course, you're going to get the most, hits that are extending the baseline and no good. But that's what you want. You want that power. And the Thunderbirds have it. We're tied at 3, though, in set 3. So the Red Devils like to change all that with a 3-set streak. The Red Devils. Kept in play by the Thunderbirds. Into the net. And the point to Tumwater. They take a 4-3 advantage in the set. Hannah Hernandez served and saved that hit. And a point to the Tumwater Thunderbirds as they lead 5-3. Tana Otten, the coach of Tumwater. Darcy Decker for the Red Devils. There's some velocity right there. Number 1, Carly Sampson, with a diagonal hit across the court. And a service ace. Thunderbirds number 21, Hannah Hernandez. She serves. We lead starting to widen. Coming back the other way, the Red Devils with a hit down the sideline, Samantha McCrum, number 9. 3-point advantage for the team from Tumwater. Red Devils serving into the net. So on rally scoring, Tumwater picks up an 8-4 lead. They get the service back with the senior Courtney Bowen serving, number 5. Number 12, excuse me. There's a heck of a hit. She had a real running start at that too. Carly Sampson did, number 1. 9-4. Tumwater leading set 3 after taking set 1 and 2, 25-18. They lead 2 sets to none here in set number 3. Bonnie Robertson hits it down the middle, but it is returned. That was set up by Macy Byerly. Jordan Soltz brought it back the last time. They set her up again, and she hits into a block and can't get it over the net, and Tumwater picks up the point. And we have a timeout. Set number 3, 10-4. Tumwater, they opened up the match in set number 1, reeling off 7 or 8 unanswered points. And then the Red Devils were able to really play with them the rest of that set. They did go down to defeat. East Valley did in set 1, 25-18. In game 2, same outcome, but a better start by the Red Devils. Played competitively throughout, but then as you get towards the end of the set, undefeated Tumwater did manage to pull away and win that one, set 2, 25-18.
By supporting sports programs and extracurricular activities for students, the local Ford store is committed to helping our high schools succeed. Get involved. Stay involved. That's how we go.
Earlier today, West Valley of Yakima defeated Capital. They move on to the next round to play Burlington Edison. And Washington defeated Seaholm. Sela defeated White River. Courtney Brown with the serve. Coming back with the score, Shelby Schreier. She's number 12.
Just take out some of the ceiling over there above
Number 15, my mistake. Shelby Schreier. So a 5-point game for 5-point set for Tumwater as they lead 10-5 in set 3. They lead 2 sets to none. Trying to avoid the sweep are the Red Devils. And there's the now familiar cross-court lightning bolt by Carly Sampson. And she steps back to the service line. A 5'7" outside hitter. She's a senior. And she digs after serving. Looks like a double hit violation called against the Red Devils. 12-5 the advantage in this set. to Tumwater. Back to service for Sampson. A lift violation committed against the committed by the Thunderbirds. So the lead is halved. It's 12-6 in set 3. Red Devils serving. That was McCrum serving from the back line there on the far side. And that's hit just a little bit too long by number 5, Mercedes Gonzalez of the Red Devils. That makes it 13-6. Thunderbirds. C.J. Brunn serving, number 3. And a block at the net, but blocked out of bounds. So the point to the Red Devils. Hannah Hansen was in great position there, but wasn't able to block it directly back. 13-7, Tumwater as a serve by the Red Devils. Oh, and she atones for that right there, does Hansen, as she hits it to the far left corner and with authority. And it was very well placed. Again, a doubling of the score in set number 3 by the Thunderbirds, as they're up 14-7. They're looking to sweep this one. They're heading that direction. A point on the violation goes to the Red Devils. Macy Byerly way back in the right corner to serve. Takes a running start at it. They set up one of their many hitters, and this time it's J.C. Watson. Watson's number 7. So it's 15-8 on that point on the hit by Watson. She'll be the server at 5'9", 5'9" senior. 9 seniors on the Tumwater club. 2 seniors on the Red Devils. That's probably the big difference in this match. Down the line. That's a big time hit. Carly Sampson doubles the lead again. A 5'7" senior outside hitter. She's number 1 up there at the net right now, along with Hansen, number 6, and Courtney Bowen, number 12. A service ace, 17-8. Watson back at the service line. And there's another ace. Couldn't be returned by Ashley Bailey. She's number 2, libero, 5'4" senior. There's a timeout on the court. Bonnie Robinson, we've heard from her in the match. She's number 4, a 5'10" sophomore, a middle hitter. Bianca Sanchez, an outside hitter at 5'8", a sophomore. On the Red Devils, number 5, Mercedes Gonzalez, a 5'2" junior. Jordan Schultes, a middle hitter at 6 foot, a sophomore. Samantha McCrum, an outside hitter, a 5'9" sophomore. Emily Bardwell, a 5'5" sophomore. We haven't heard from her yet. Macy Byerly, a 5'9" junior. She's a setter, along with Bardwell. Allie Eckert, 5'5" sophomore. Maddie Gamache, a 5'9" senior, and Shelby Schreier, a 5'9" sophomore. So 2 seniors on the roster for the Red Devils. As in set 3, they're down by 10 points, 18-8. Double hit violation against the Red Devils. And for the Thunderbirds, Carly Sampson, an outside hitter, 5'7" senior. Morgan Pylon, a 5'9" senior. She's a setter. And there's a point scored by Macy Byerly, number 11 of the Red Devils. C.J. Brunn, a 5'8" senior. on the roster of the Thunderbirds, along with Kylie Bishop, a 5'8" junior. Courtney Bowen, a 5'7" senior. And the point to the Thunderbirds as they take a 20-9 lead in set number 3. Hannah Hansen, a middle hitter at 6'2", a senior. J.C. Watson, a 5'9" senior. She's number 7. You just saw her return that ball. And the Thunderbirds are really exerting their dominance now. Kaylee Glasgow, a 5'6" junior. She's number 8 right in front of us there. Sarah Warner, a 5'8" sophomore. She's not on the court at the moment. Elizabeth Shimamoto, a defensive specialist, a 5'3" junior. Mackenzie Bowen, a 5'7" sophomore. And there's a point put on the board by the Red Devils as they trail 21-10, set 3, trailing 2-0. Sarah Easter, defensive specialist at 5'3", a senior. Hannah Hernandez, she's a libero out there. There on the right there in the white shirt for Tumwater, 5'3", senior. Congratulations to all of you making the tournament, the 2A tournament here at Pierce College. It's a ball handling violation committed against the Red Devils. 22-10. Tumwater with a commanding lead here in set 3. The winner of this match will play the winner of Anna Quarterson Fife, which is going on right now on the other court. Likewise for the consolation bracket, the loser of that match. Okay, so we've made it to match point. 24-10 here in set 3. And the serve is by Courtney Bowen. And ball handling violation, and it continues to be match point, but .24 on the board, 24-11. And you've got a service ace there, keeping their hopes alive. And that was Jordan Schultes. 24-12. They've halved the score again, hitting from the back line on the service. And a little bit of a shank, and it's another service ace. So Schultes liking what she's got going right now. See if she can keep it going. Still at match point for Tumwater. Oh, they set up a decent hit, but effectively blocked by the Red Devils, and they're keeping it alive. 24-14. East Valley of Yakima, coached by Darcy Decker, still their head in the match. Okay, up. Not quite the set they're looking for. They keep volleying. Saved by Hernandez. It's hit into the net. 24-15. Thunderbirds. Gonzalez still serving. Got to play perfect, otherwise it's elimination. We're still at match point. There's a decent setup. Blocked. And still, the Red Devils have quite a streak. It's a 5-point run. 24-16. Still match point for the team in green. And there you go. That's 6 in a row. That was Macy Byerly. Now we got a substitution. Another point for the Red Devils. Still serving, Mercedes Gonzalez. That was Jordan Schultes, excuse me. So there you go. That serve into the net, and that is match point. That is match point, and what do you know? All 3 sets, 25-18. You wouldn't have thought it was going to be 25-18 when it was 24-11. But it did work out that way. So, advancing in the winner's bracket, the Tumwater Thunderbirds, all 3 sets going 25-18, and they defeat East Valley of Yakima, the Red Devils. So tomorrow, that match will take place at 8:15. 8:15. So my name's Don Bouchel. I hope you enjoy the play-by-play. And
Number 9, Samantha McCrum.
okay, some awards. That was Samantha McCrum.
As a reminder to all of the fans today, we have any matches scheduled.
Must have been player of the match. Okay, so we'll break for a while and come on back with the next match. See ya.